Everything they taught in school about history was a lie. The Vikings never wore horned helmets. Napoleon wasn't short. Columbus didn't discover America. These aren't just minor errors. These are fundamental misconceptions that have shaped how millions understand the past. The truth has been hiding in plain sight, and what we're about to uncover will change how every dinner table conversation about history unfolds. The iconic image of Vikings with horned helmets is completely fabricated. Not a single archaeological find has ever produced a horned Viking helmet. This myth originated in 19th century Romanticism, when artists and opera costume designers wanted to make Norse warriors look more dramatic. The real Vikings wore simple rounded helmets, sometimes with nose guards. Horns would have been tactically disastrous in combat, providing opponents with easy leverage to twist a warrior's head. Napoleon Bonaparte stood at 5 feet 7 inches, which was actually above average height for French men of his era. British propaganda created the myth of the short emperor to diminish his reputation. The confusion stemmed from differences between French and British measurement systems. French inches were longer than British inches, making Napoleon appear shorter on paper. His nickname, Le Petit Caporal, was a term of endearment, not a reference to his stature. Educated people in 1492 knew the Earth was round. Ancient Greeks had calculated its circumference centuries earlier. The flat Earth myth was invented by 19th century writers to portray the medieval period as backwards. Columbus's actual problem was that he severely underestimated the Earth's size. He thought Asia was where America is. If the Americas hadn't existed, his crew would have died of starvation in the middle of the Pacific. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space with the naked eye. This myth has persisted despite multiple astronauts confirming it's impossible to see. The wall is narrow and made of materials that blend with the natural landscape. From low Earth orbit, highways and airports are more visible than the Great Wall. The myth likely originated from a 1938 publication and was repeated so often it became accepted fact. Albert Einstein never failed mathematics in school. He excelled at math from an early age and was performing calculus by age 15. This myth emerged from a misreading of his grades. The grading system in Switzerland reversed during his school years, turning his highest marks into what appeared to be failures when viewed out of context. Einstein himself once saw a magazine article claiming he failed math and remarked that he had mastered calculus before age 15. The Library of Alexandria wasn't destroyed in a single catastrophic fire. It declined gradually over several centuries through neglect, budget cuts, and multiple smaller incidents. Julius Caesar's fire in 48 BCE damaged the harbor area, but likely didn't destroy the main library. The institution slowly lost funding and relevance as the Roman Empire shifted focus away from Alexandria. The dramatic burning narrative is more legend than historical fact. Chastity belts were not used in medieval times. The devices displayed in museums are either 19th century fabrications or Renaissance-era jokes. No authentic medieval chastity belt has ever been verified by historians. The myth emerged during the Victorian era when people projected their own sexual anxieties onto the medieval period. Medieval people had complex views on sexuality, but locking devices on women wasn't among their practices. The Bible never specifies that the forbidden fruit in Eden was an apple. The original Hebrew text simply says fruit. The apple association likely comes from Latin translations where malus means both evil and apple. Medieval European artists painted apples because they were familiar fruits. In some traditions, the fruit has been depicted as a fig, grape, or pomegranate. The apple became canonical through art, not scripture. George Washington never had wooden teeth. His dentures were made from ivory, gold, lead, and human teeth, including teeth purchased from enslaved people. Wood would have been impractical as it would rot and splinter. Washington suffered from dental problems his entire adult life and wore multiple sets of uncomfortable dentures. The wooden teeth myth possibly arose from ivory staining and appearing wood-like over time. These myths persist because they're more entertaining than reality. They simplify complex history into memorable images and stories. But the truth matters. Every false fact we accept distances us from understanding how the world actually worked. Next time someone repeats one of these myths at dinner, set the record straight. If this changed how you see history, share this with someone who still believes these lies.